I am the changing face of HIV.
I am the changing face
of
of HIV.
HIV.
Baltimore is right up there in the top levels of infection rates among American cities. And there are zip codes in Baltimore that have infection rates that are as high as some of those we find in African countries.
When I got to Baltimore, one of the first things I was interested in doing is finding out what was happening in this area around HIV/AIDS and who the key players were, and especially if there were any churches who were involved. And right away I came across HopeSprings.
I think one of the things that HopeSprings offers to churches in the Baltimore area is an opportunity to be able to safely step into an exploration of how the HIV/AIDS issues impact the ministry of the church and the calling of the church.
The church that I serve is a fairly liberal church, politically and theologically, whereas Central Presbyterian Church, where HopeSprings was sort of born, is a much more conservative church, or evangelical, politically and I think theologically. But they were the ones who had heard the call.
You don't have to be on any particular part of the political spectrum or even the religious spectrum to be able to take a stance for serving people who are in need.
Jacques Initiative is located at the Institute of Human Virology at the University of Maryland, and one of the directors there had always expressed that treatment needed to be holistic, that it needed to be body, mind, and spirit.
One of my favorite things to do at the Jacques Initiative is to be at the cafe. Our goal at the cafe is to have someone there every hour that the Jacques Initiative is open. And the cafe might have coffee, different kinds of tea, some oatmeal. Lots of clients come in and they haven't had breakfast or lunch and they need to eat before taking their meds so they don't get sick. On Wednesdays is they have their support group, which is one of the biggest in the nation, and it's a time for them to come and kind of storytell about things that are going on and just to be able to feel support from people that are dealing with really similar things.
We really want to make sure that when our volunteers go out, that they are fully trained and ready to interact without judgment. That's pretty key because that has been a problem with the church.
At Movable Feast, they deliver meals to people that are very ill and homebound with HIV or AIDS. All of these people, if they had people in their lives that cared about them, they wouldn't need Movable Feast. So it's a great opportunity for our volunteers to be able to build relationships with some of these people. Another thing at Movable Feast is that you can help to prepare the food, to pack it up for these different deliveries. So they have people that get delivered meals for the week, then others get delivered meals every day. So they get 3 frozen entrees a day and they get delivered at lunchtime.
Every one of our volunteers comes away saying, we thought that we would go in and bless others, and they're the ones that have blessed us.
Our vision has always been to be a place where churches all over the Baltimore area could find a place where we can serve together, reduce the stigma that surrounds HIV/AIDS, to educate Christian people about what the situation really is like, and to see in that what opportunities might be there for them to serve.
Churches and leaders of all races and denominations and political and theological beliefs can rally around and overcome our differences in some areas to focus on what's a real need.
You can find your own level in terms of what God's calling is for you and for your church in terms of how you participate.